I had to do something urgently, but I'm coming back to this King of Swords. You have to be really grateful for it, because just before I started to trying to return to this reading, I heard you have been carried, because you've been carried by some spirits here, and really they really did a lot of work. It's you weren't ready for it to be over, but it is over, and you need to be really really grateful every day for the rest of your life, really, for them to solve this issue for you, because you've been lifted up by some, I'm hearing angels, and they just let it be this way without your full involvement, because I'm thinking they see the abuse, they see how sensitive it is, and they see that even through that, they know that this capacity to deal with it is within you. They know about it. You weren't quite ready yet in order, I don't know, like there's something in that which was like questionable, but it was like let's just let it slide, let it pass. That's what I'm hearing here. Okay, and ancestors too. So we have Four of Pentacles. There is a stability. Like one of the biggest reason why it was actually say let it slip, even if maybe it comes to some sort of like internal imbalance, if it comes to emotions, like some sort of lack of understanding of like a little bit too much hatred, I'm saying, sensing. But like what got you what got you this like win is the fact that even through all of those like prosperity spells, like all of those attempts to make you, you know, poor and make you have this low standards, I'm hearing this is what the person was doing. Like you deserve the universe. Like I'm seeing somebody so beautiful, so full of like ideas, and I don't know, this person is like with infinite potential. That's what I'm seeing. It's just really somebody who truly could do anything they wanted, yet they choosing to do the worst possible thing for them because of this person's influence. Like let's say you are just brilliant at riding bikes, you're gonna pick up some sort of like something opposite to it. Like you're gonna pick up standing in place and for hours. Like let's say if you would be great delivery person using a, let's say, bike, you pick up the job in museum when you're just standing in front of painting all day. I don't know, something like this. This is all of this is this is just a stupid example, but let's say you are brilliant artist but you became an accountant. That's because of this person. You know, that's what they wanted for you. They wanted for you, your life, to be as possibly hard as possible. So it causes as much negative emotion in you and as much pain as possible. Whatever it is, this is one of the things. So they can just feed off of this negative energy out there. Because this is where they fuel, that's how they fuel themselves to live, to spread even more of that. But that literally powers them up, like the negativity powers them up because they live off of your very shadow self. They live off of them shadow selves. They shadow self. They don't. Okay, this wants to come out. Let's see. Oh, there's a few cards. It's a magician. So this person is living off the shadow self because they do practice magic. As I was saying, this is not only that somebody wanted to completely disempower you in every possible way, but the most, like the worst was that somebody was like really harming inner child. Not only, so somebody was harmed as a child, and then later they've been repeatedly targeting inner child. Like whatever I'm hearing, that might be a parent, because like I'm hearing there is like a condition that you've been conditioned to be vulnerable this way. So it's like somebody is just like treated like a Pavlov's dog. Like they've been turning on and off lights in order for it to invoke some certain reaction in you. Like you've been trained to be in pain. Like it wasn't your innate thing. It is not something if you are, let's say, in separation from this person, away from this person, you deconditioned yourself enough to see that all of that was just like a dog and a light bulb type of thing. Like the light bulb must have been particular word or some sort of phrase. I'm talking to somebody. Well, why I'm hearing this, that you don't have capacity to understand emotions, like that you feel them internally a lot. You feel them as vibrations. You feel them as images, sounds, as something else, a synesthetic way of seeing emotions, but you don't quite exactly comprehend where they come from and what they are. And this is what, that's why I don't know, this person is, that's why it's so much more cruel. And that's why those angels who are guiding you through it, they said just stop to it, because it's, your mind has something inside, I'm hearing, where you cannot, this is, you cannot jump over it. It's like a, I don't know, somebody might have like Asperger's syndrome, like be very, very, very logical, to the point where they kind of actually don't understand either social situation or emotions. That's what I'm hearing here. I don't think this person, like this person maybe were insulting you by saying that, but they didn't really thought you are actually like that. They're just like, you like to use it as an insult, that, let's say you are retarded, or that, I don't know, you've been exchanged in the hospital. That's what I'm hearing too. Or that you are not good for nothing, or that you are unwanted. Somebody was repeatedly saying to you, you are uncalled for or unwanted, or something like this. So this all caused the Nine of Swords. We say Hermit, and it also caused in you this like extreme social isolation from everyone. I don't see you. You might have not been able to build any sustainable relationships in your life. This has been taken away from you by those circumstances. We have Page of Wands in reverse, and also like as the effect of all of that, like if you're thinking where it comes from, that I really have like a broken engine. But that's what I'm hearing, broken engine. So you're starting really fast, and let's see if it, let's see if we can manage to start or not. Manage to start. Okay, we managed to start. So we're riding as far as your energy gives you, and then it takes so much time to start this engine back that you're just giving up on a task. Just because there is the engine don't want to turn on. There's no sustainable energetic. Because there's so much cost to this person, because this person takes it all. Like there is no energy left for you, because you just have to spend years and days and weeks and hours for starting this little engine. This is your engine. It doesn't start because this person is taking all the power which is there to start it. So no, it was said no, and it's over, and it's really, really sad how it because now I'm talking to somebody who's like, whoa, like infinite potential here, really, whatever. That's why this person did it, because this person sees your they seen your divinity, and they got scared, and they thought it's demonic. I think they thought this is some supernatural stuff, which it's definitely coming from like a darker side, which wasn't true. It wasn't true. It is from a lighter side. It's just that. I have some more advice here, because I see this wound might be still hurting. Mad. Truth and fairness. You see, like, focus on that at this point. You just have to deal with it in a way as if you have some sort of like emotions, like imagine Rose is not a thing here, like I'm hearing, because you don't usually say imagine Rose between you and this person and it would be so beautiful, you know. It's not possible. It will never be possible. It haven't been possible through already many incarnations, and never have been possible. This is a sort of primordial conflict, which is unreconcilable, because this person is not healing. This person is not able to do it. You maybe are, and you see, that's why there is this disconnection here. It's not possible. You have to look at it as if you are in a court of law. As if you're standing there, and you really need to say only truth and everything which is true. And if it's not true, if it's something you feel, you need to say, this made me feel like. And then let's say there is a psychologist present in this court of law. That's how I'm seeing it. That's what I'm advised to say, because you don't want to create more karma, and you also don't want to create more connection. So here we will talk about if any impression comes, if any impression, any some sort of painful memory comes, or even some energy which you know it's right now, you know, like this person is doing something, like let's say this is this dark arts they're doing, right? You imagine that you just need to report, and then you have to say what was happening. Okay, this and this and that got destroyed, this happened, and then I've been feeling this kind of let's say pain, and just simply see, give it to somebody else, give it to Kalima, give it to I'm hearing Hecate, but it's just because she's so powerful, but she's so good, so good. So I think, yeah, you can, but I'm just like, because the start from this reading was that I had very huge impression of wanting to cry, and it was because I was feeling extreme backfire coming after this full moon. It was 11:11 o'clock. Extreme backfire. People are in pieces, in shambles. It's really, they feel really bad. I don't even want to open this door. I'm just like, just believe me, it's not okay. Whatever you've been feeling, they feel it's tenfold. And they also getting something towards the ultimate, eternal dread. That's what I'm hearing. There's nothing more they can expect in this lifetime to happen to improve their situation, no matter who they talk to, no matter who, they will always remember you, and they will always remember what they have done. This is like an ultimate dread. It's like over. I'm really sorry. I just don't want anybody to hurt, you know, like I wish to forget, and I just also wish to like turn the gears of time, go to some sort of special place where, I don't know, things could be like readjust, and I will just forget all of, let's say, what happened, and just like see, this is just completely new reality, new version. We have this new dimension in which all of this has been straightened up. It never happened. There's no, but can't. And you also should not fantasize about things being ideal too much, because like your mission right now will be, of course, this is your freedom. So you can do whatever you want, but freedom starting point is where your consciousness is at, how high it is. Okay, so let's move on from this nasty energy. Just go to the last person, which is King of Pentacles. So we talk about financial, but obedience causes harmony and peace, calms anger in anyone. So I'm guessing you see that this archetype is archetype within you as well. What was blocking you from being truly this emperor? It was that you had a wrong example of the archetype in your life. That's what I'm guided to say. Now you, by your life experience, made this archetype upright. That's why you get so much favor. The same with Knight of Swords. You had this archetype as positive in your life. You didn't quite embody it though yet. It's everything is about logic, thinking, causality, being really efficient with the intellectual resources, but also finding connections which are logically appropriate. Maybe working with money a little bit too. I'm getting this energy here too, but also like not over consuming information, like choosing really what is truly there for you, instead of searching, instead of dwelling, instead of going on into this rabbit holes of informations. You really can discernment is something you have trained with these archetypes. We have King of Pentacles. I hear maybe you don't have much, but you really know what to do with it, and this is something which not many people can do. Some resourcefulness to the level of like, you may be looking for other people outside like you're rich, but you're not actually, but you look like you are, because What you do with money is pure magic. With a small amount, you can squeeze from it so much stuff, so much. I don't know, like you just like always getting this almost 50% discount of every shopping you ever do. Like you're really managing to be glad while never letting yourself be feeling lack. That's what I'm hearing here, and it's something which your spirit guides really wanted for you for a long time. And you don't actually, what is important in love is you never feel, you actually don't feel like, because you can have millions, and if you feel like you're not aligned, if you feel overwhelmed, you're not aligned. Here you feel like exactly ultimate perfect sweet spot of everything. You are okay with how you make your resources too. You are okay with the ways, like it's morally aligned with you. Like everything you do is clean, pure, and just this is for sake. I'm saying this is because for sake of others, for sake of your future. I don't know if you're doing something related to like ecology. I don't know if you're doing something related to like, of course, care about others. I'm hearing pets and animals, which people undermine, but it's so important. It's very, very important. Also, plants and all the living creatures. I'm seeing you giving a lot to those who need it, but I think you're focusing on animals because you don't really want to go into like unnecessary awkwardness of human relationship. But if it will be any moment when you see somebody needs something, you will definitely give. There's this problem comes from this here set we were discussing before. So, but, and I don't know, this is energy of somebody else in your life, but this was also, again, it's like an archetype which shown you how not to do something. And I don't know, is it a man or female? Male or female? Female. No, it's a male. Really a male. Okay, so we have risky behaviors if it comes to finances. So like having an idea, of course overly detailed planned idea, but kind of like not congruent with reality in some sort of way. Like if somebody is missing like one sense, like everything seemed great, but I don't know, it's just sometimes simply it's just, karma. It's just somehow the reality doesn't write properly. Even if something seems like an impeccable plan, it just actually does not work out, and somebody is losing a lot of resources. Here you've been having these energies around you of people who had like extreme financial failures, and I'm thinking this maybe you've I don't know, maybe you grew up with a parent who lost a lot of resources, let's say, and so your life has been like very, I don't know. It's you just always were conditioned to save a lot, to just have a minimal. This only what is actually absolutely necessary. No sort of luxury, no nothing. That's one possibility, but also it's like you've been carrying some people like that in your energetic field, because I'm getting somebody's energy is naturally abundant. Let me give a clarification here. We have strength, loyalty, the very okay. So that's what I was having impression. Is it possible that you were with a partner, like all your partners were actually doing financially not great, and you've been the one who've been pulling them up? But also like you've been, for sure, this perseverance and strength if it comes to finances is one thing, but also being along the side of somebody who is actually failing, doing bad, and trying to support them however you can. It's beautiful thing, but it has been holding you back a lot. I'm hearing you couldn't make for yourself. You couldn't make for yourself. That's what I'm hearing. What is Nine of Swords? So it's also purification, protection from the impious, religious sentiment. That's actually wonderful. But this all actually, like, I don't know. I'm talking to some sort of genius here, or somebody's just really like seeing things from a higher perspective, and actually like so you all are able to train your mind, train your thinking from the higher level, from higher standpoint. You can like manipulate your mind in order to always feel on the top of things, even through you go through some sort of financial debt, you're seeing it as a spiritual practice, and you diligently doing what is necessary to do, to later on, after year of doing something consistently, you're noticing that you actually have like a, I don't know, triple or quadruple of what you have, and you are like looking at your bank account with like disbelief. What happened? I paid it, but also like there's like a half of the money I borrowed is here back. What's going on? And you did it somehow with like some sort of self hypnosis almost. That's how I'm seeing it. Because you taking punishment as, you don't see punishments. You see only opportunities for growth. That's what it gives me here. And I'm seeing something else in here for somebody too. Another side of story for somebody else's, or maybe even for the same person, but it will be somebody older, because I'm also seeing that somebody has a relationship in which they are provided for or disempowered, because it's now there's still this strength. Oh, it's like an opposing sides of spectrum. Like somebody's pushing on you a lot of like gifts, a lot of material items which you don't want, and you because wants to manipulate somebody into obedience. You see, this obedience just keeps coming here, but it looks like it's all like good, like it looks like it's all giving. Somebody's just very giving, but it's not true. This all has strings attached. Okay, so we have the star. Oh, there was a suppression of the star. This way somebody was suppressed, because this is another kind of like vice we talk about, or another like wrong archetype. When you are well provided for, when there is no challenge, it's just a stagnant line. There's nothing you have to do. Perhaps there are some sort of ups and downs, but things are becoming like, you see how people, when people actually like have a lot of resources, like after a while they just like thinking too much about details. Like they have a price range they have for something which is like, let's say infinite, or they just don't have to worry about it, so they go over details of it. I don't know, it's just too much focus on the material world for sure. So it could push somebody towards this. Or let's say somebody has a task in order to, like, let's say, build their family home, and they spent years after all these details and let's say decorations and how to create this, I don't know, space, and instead of pursuing their soul's mission, you see, this is like another kind of trap, another kind of jail, another kind of dimension, which is being an obstacle. Here I'm seeing somebody is very analytical and very intuitive, and they see material reality as generally as an obstacle. Although they are happy to interact with it in a controlled manner where it doesn't overrides or overpowers the sense of the inner mission here. You see, in this situation, if somebody had any sort of spiritual gifts, they have been all on hold. But you also had to balance this kind of situation, because like there is a of course spirit knows you, of course they all know what you're gonna do, of course they all know how you are, but there are other entities and other eyes looking and regular people looking, and all the dimensions are piled up upon each other, and in every single one of them it has to be an alignment. So you have to go through some sort of stuff like this, even through you seeing it from sort of other dimensionality. You will have to arrive in this situation in your real life, and you have to maneuver yourself from it in order to keep the alignment, um, in order to prove the vibrations and all the forms and life forms which are operating on them, that you are truly don't belong there, you know. So I'm seeing somebody's doing some sort of very uh, noble acts, actually. I have to say noble acts with the star. Philanthropist. Seeing somebody's giving away uh, very, very much, I think, material things, giving them away to people. Not with any ill intent or bad intent. It's just because I'm also seeing the other side of the story. Like, a lot of people are giving you things which are carrying the energy which is there to stop you, block you, hex you. They give you gifts with energy on. They give you things and they're asking you, oh, why are you not wearing it? Why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing that? This is all kind of a blockage on certain level. Of course, when your understanding is higher, definitely there is this freedom from this material reality. And the matter does not control you, you know. Some people believe it will, always will, because it's last level of manifestation, is the most powerful level of manifestation. But in particular case of some people, it truly doesn't. What more is here? This is just an explanation. Like, Spirit wants me to give me like a fair explanations of why you feel so good right now. Why you're actually free. Why you gain those 20 years of freedom moving forward. Okay, let's see. We have King of Pentacles is in reverse. That's crazy again. See, we have this exact, I'm just drawing exact cards. That's freaking crazy. I can't believe it, you know? So we have King of Pentacles upright, King of Pentacles in reverse. You overcame those vices again, yeah. Turns any metal into gold, doesn't turn. The metals, gold is just being thrown away or is being wasted. For example, let's say somebody has like a pure gold necklace, and they just keep it in order for it to be an investment rather than turning it into a bunch of jewelry they will never have anything from, let's say. This kind of thinking here, an economical thinking, gives one high offices and titles. It does. See, so somebody, this here is something feeling, I think something not right here. As if you need more training here. Or you disrespect kind of official official titles. You don't respect them because you are understanding corruption of gaining them. Not everybody is like that though. Like there are exceptions. There's not much of them, but there are exceptions. Maybe you're gonna be exception, you know? Think about it. Maybe you're gonna override again some sort of corrupted system. Answers questions about the past, present, and future. So it doesn't. So see, I was saying about those like gifts too, being able to respond in a certain way. This is extreme because you know you could have a demon upright and you could have this. You don't have demon. You have demon in reverse. You have been overcame, and you have an angel upright. So I have nothing else to say. Like, you know what we talk about. We talk about air and earth element. Those are probably your lower elements. I'm sensing somebody's earth element is probably last. It might be second. Somebody's dominant fire and water and fire here. So we have willpower and intuition and emotionality. All through it came out in this reading that somebody's this air element was never lower. So I'm hearing this major alignment on a psychological level, on a physiological level. So much things have been released. It's tremendous healing here. That's amazing, really. Let's see something more. You see there's love in reverse and justice upright. I don't know how to explain this, because Queen of Chalices and King of Swords. Get down. See, that's ice. King of Swords in reverse again. And we are talking about this guy a lot. And this is not a guy, it's a woman, and it's a mother figure who does not have love in their heart. Well, justice will be served, and you see, this justice is this court is being ultimately cut. It's over. It's over. You don't have to carry this pain again. It's over. It's done. You've passed every test, and they were maliciously built. Believe me, they were the setups. These were not tasks. These were all setups. Every word you say can be turned against you. That's what I'm hearing. Every movement you make can be turned, and you succeeded. So, congratulations.